You may wonder where a bizarre, corrupted, robotic politician with no ability to make a human connection to voters can actually thrive, though. Where does Adam Schiff, this strange alien, belong? Well, of course, in California, a place where statewide the primary is the election, where some of the most alien policies and politicians are incubated. And there he is with all of his friends. Sebastian Gorka joins us tonight to talk more about this. Good to have you on, sir. Welcome to Washington, I guess, where the worst fail upward, and Adam Schiff now wants to be a senator. Your thoughts?
Hey, Rob, I liked E.T. Did you have to spoil that movie for me with Schiff?
I didn't want to do it, but it's the first thing I thought of for some reason.
Look, can we just, for the record, note what Mike Pompeo did in the last 24 hours? Never before in the history of the United States, since we've had the CIA, has a former CIA director, former Secretary of State, said on the record on a cable news interview that Adam Schiff, former chairman of the Intelligence Committee, he knows, Mike Pompeo knows, that he leaked top secret classified information as a member of that committee. That's never happened before. This is the man who told us, don't forget, he told us for 4 years nonstop, I've got the proof. I've seen the proof. It's incontrovertible, Russian collusion. I can't tell you about it, but trust me, I've seen it. This is perhaps the most mendacious person on Capitol Hill, and that takes some doing to be the most untruthful, the biggest lie on Capitol Hill. And then, if you go to Conservative Treehouse, you see this other statement that he made that people have missed. My former White House colleague, Derek Harvey, identified it. Steve Bannon talked about it on his show today. He said, Schiff gave an interview in the last 24 hours where he said, with Kevin McCarthy firing me from the Intelligence Committee, I can assure you, members of the IC, members from the intelligence community will not cooperate with the select committee. Hang on a second. What is Schiff saying? Is Schiff saying that he gets to order the deep state around, and a congressional body that has the mandate for oversight of those 17 agencies, now they're not going to cooperate with Congress? Rob, this is bad.
Yeah. I don't think it surprises a lot of people to see. I mean, I can only imagine the relationship that somebody like him has with the intelligence community after the assault that they leveled on Donald Trump for all those years, how corrupted all of that has become. It doesn't even surprise. It surprises me he's dumb enough to say something like that out loud, but I can't even fathom how angry he is to not be on that committee. I mean, that was all. He didn't want to just be a congressman. I mean, that's where all of his power came from. He's furious about this, and it's obvious. The media refuses to accept what has become a very tempered and logical explanation on why Schiff was kicked off Intel. It's not partisan at all. It makes perfect sense. There's really no denying it because we have him on record saying what he said. Here's McCarthy again having to explain it to a media that doesn't want to hear it.
What Adam Schiff did, use his power as a chairman and lie to the American public. Even the Inspector General said it. When Devin Nunes put out a memo, he said it was false. When we had a laptop, he used it before an election to be politics and say that it was false and said it was the Russians. When a whistleblower came forward, he said he did not know the individual, even though his staff had met with him and set it up. So no, he does not have a right to sit on that.
He's a liar. He's a liar through and through. He's a partisan liar, and that's a very important committee. He was the chair of it. You can't have him.
This is the man who just a few hours ago said that Eric Swalwell did nothing wrong. This is the same Eric Swalwell who is incapable to this day of saying the following sentence: I didn't have sex with a Chinese spy. Eric Swalwell had a top secret clearance on the Intelligence Committee. As we know, he was compromised by an intelligence officer of our primary strategic threat in the world. And also, this is the Adam Schiff who would have closed-door sessions of the Intelligence Committee, grilling President Trump's son for hours. He'd go out in the recess from a closed session, and he'd be leaking what happened behind closed doors to his buddies at the Washington Post, the New York Times.
Yeah.
That's Adam Schiff.
Yeah. It's astonishing. I mean, and with Swalwell, the fact that Swalwell was on the Intelligence Committee was just the best. I mean, Swalwell and intelligence. I mean, what are you doing on that committee? It's pretty amazing. Sebastian Gorka, good to see you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks, Rob. Tune in Sunday for Gorka Reality Check.
We will. Absolutely, sir.